Okay, we're back. This is another, the latest episode of Stocks. We call it episode 14. Um, let's take a look at what's going on. Okay, so we already went over this from the last show. This was close of Coinbase on first. This is the first one here showed here. This was the one that was 3/27. Okay, so March 27th, and this one here was March 28th. Okay. So we went over that we are stealthily, slowly but surely gaining our access back. We're getting a gain. So we went over that. Let's go over something else. Let's take a look at another stock because I know a lot of people are talking about diversified portfolios, and this really doesn't count as diversification because this is all in like stocks. Okay. And I guess this means like Bitwise 10 cryptocurrency index. They send you disclosures, but I studied the price before we went to this and before we recommended. Let's look at what this is. This $34.03 is a close. Okay, that's what it closed on. And there was no change as of Thursday, and no change here. 0%, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0%, 0, 0. Okay, now here's something that's going on here. You have 52 shares. So that's kind of greater than, right? Greater than this 14. 15 is. But because of cost, this 14 shares, which belongs here, let's draw our arrows right. These amount of shares, bear with me guys, you know I'm bad at this drawing perfectly. Okay, these 14 shares are going to give you $3,711.68 simply because they're worth more. Okay, but then look at what happens here with $52 shares. You actually still have 69.99, pretty much approximately. It's approximately sign. Okay, that's an approximate sign. So you have approximately 70% of an increase. But because they cost less, you have less shares. So it's kind of like when investors are renting their house. Some investors are making a lot because they charge more, and then some investors are making a little because they charge less, and because they're the owner of the house, they kind of have this choice. So you too have choices. You can buy 10 more and try to get this number to go up, or you can just stay and wait in the market and see if this ever catches up. And same thing here, you can also trade less, which brings me to this point. March 18th is the last time this portfolio had any activity. So let's look at what happened. When you bought to Coinbase more, remember we bought these because originally they were at 12. And then if you go back and play the other stocks, they were at 12. And then we bought 2 more, and then that's why we still have 14. Okay, but when you bought them, look at what happened. This is the cost. So they call this like a cost basis. This is what it cost from the platform we're on to buy them. It was $0. And what happened is because we bought at a different time, we lost that much money. Now that looks like a lot of money. That looks like a loss. But in actual fact, this loss and this are supposed to even out by the time you have tax time come around, or by the time they send you your short-term loss. And it's a short-term loss right here because it was on the 18th. So if you end up selling these two back, again, you're going to have something called a they're going to say it's short because you only held them a short time. Okay, and we might do that. Remember, we're monitoring what we're doing. So anyway, this is what it costs. This is approximately by buying what you lost because of this. But remember, even though you lost here, at this particular point, I'm going to highlight where we're losing. because this is the part that scares people. When you're losing this much now, you kind of are making it difficult for anybody who wants to gain. Why would you do such a thing? Well, if you lose here, $476.94, approximately $477, but you get a gain here, you erase this out, 1,117 minus 476, still going to give you back the same amount you're losing here. It's just a matter of being patient enough to wait it out for a couple of days, and that's what you're trying to do, so that when you get ready to compare to this, these are almost even. Waiting it out, it's up to you. Okay, we're going to go here. You sold 6 Bitwise 10 crypto indices, however you want to say it. Okay, but guess what? To sell them, the company only charged you 2 cents. So you made a profit. There's no minus sign here. So that's a gain. So that's why it's important to choose the right platform too, because you have to look at where you're going to make a gain, where you're going to lose, and how all of this adds. Everybody says, yeah, but you have to pay so much in commission fees. But this is a commission. 2 cents. Six shares. So these grand commissions that you're paying on these platforms, like $20 per share, that would eat up these profits. Because, at 6, that would be 120. That didn't happen. So it might be worth it to you. It's up to you. That's just something for you to think about. jacobvitzlearning@gmail.com. If you have any questions, thanks for watching.